One Main TV says, "How's your day, sir?" It was a pretty calm day. We're just moving stuff around in our house and everything, and that's finally winding down. We got a whole bunch of more work we're gonna have some contractors do. So yeah, it wasn't a good day. Chris says, "My other message got chopped, but I struggle with the control interpretation. Thanks." Yes, yep. And so control interpretation is something that when I was teaching for this other organization, and I would fly out to like Germany and like Hawaii and all these different places, and I would teach just the stuff I'm teaching you guys. This same stuff, I would go through it, but it was for another system called DIACAP. That's probably showing my age if you've been doing this for a while, but DIACAP's pretty old. And the thing that most of the questions that I got were about interpretation of the security controls, because that's the hardest part. Do you include privacy controls? Thanks for that question, Tony. So yes, I'm going to be talking about privacy in this as well. Privacy is touched on in the risk management framework controls. It's a huge part of this whole thing. As a matter of fact, what I started doing actually as a kind of a side project is going deeper into privacy. It's a huge concern of mine that the U.S. and some other governments around the world are not, especially the U.S. in particular, doesn't really take privacy seriously, and it's just unfortunate. So I've been actually developing a whole nother free set of stuff that I'm in the background. So it's going to kind of taking a back seat to the other risk management framework ISC 2 cap stuff that I'm doing. But yes, but to answer your question, this course will cover privacy. And the thing about this is, like, when you're saying going through AC family of the controls, it doesn't exclude privacy. Privacy is very much a part of each one of the families of controls. So, and when you read through NIST 800 and 853, 837, they've integrated privacy right up top. Like the privacy privacy is right up there with security. Like they're both there, and like every line, every paragraph is going to mention something about privacy. So I think that's one of the good things that they did to be more inclusive of privacy and put it up front for revision 2 of the risk management framework 837. And they also did the same thing for the recent NIST 853 revision 5, by the way. So that's a really good addition to the NIST. And I just want to show you something real quick. One of the big changes that have just came down like maybe a month ago that I have talked about years ago, and it was coming, and now it's here. And it covers a lot of what you just talked about, and it's dealing with, let me just show you here. What I have on my screen here is the actual new version of the NIST. Let me just remove my face here. Yeah, so here it is right here. This is 853 revision 5. And as you can see, it covers security and privacy controls for the information systems and organizations right up front. And this revision 5 recently came out as of September. The previous version, revision 4, it had some privacy stuff in it, but it was kind of tucked in a completely different appendix. But now they try to put it on like every other it's like on every other part of the document. So let me just kind of give you a brief look into this. And this is the kind of stuff that I break down in my course, just to put it in plain English, to give you a practical understanding, so that it makes more sense. And there's nothing that I talk about that's not in this document, except to add context from my own personal experience of working with different agencies and different departments within and outside of the government, by the way. So yeah, privacy is all over this thing. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about here. But I do it in a way that is talking more about an experience, like this department, without going into, different sensitive information or anything like that, of course. But what I'll do is I'll just explain, hey, I've worked at a department in an agency, and here's what they did with AC1 policy, access control policies. Here's what it looks like. Here's how you would write it. Here's what you'll see if you're an information system security officer. Here's some gotchas for access controls. Here's the kind of work you're going to do. You know, here's the kind of stuff that you want to do when you're talking to stakeholders. Things like that is what I talk about. Like, it's a more practical breakdown of these things. And what I'm going to do, what we're going to come to eventually is like a more serious breakdown of privacy, where we're talking about privacy impact assessments. I would really like to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how to do them, things to look out for, what organizations do. Those are things that I have done within organizations. So that's what we're going to be talking about from the context of, for this, let me show you what I'm talking about. For this one right here, what we're going to be talking about is how you do the documentation piece of privacy. So just go to ConvoCourses.com. Link should be in the description below. Link will be in the description below. And now keep in mind, I'm going to be adding to this. You won't have to pay any more as I add to this. As the content doubles and triples, you'll pay one price and then that's it. You know, and then, but the thing is, the longer you wait, you know, if you wait 2-3 months, what'll happen is the price will increase very soon, because I just added like another hour's worth of content. I'm going to be adding more hours worth of content, you know, and it's downloadables, it's examples, it's stuff like that. So Grace says, can I get the discount for the course? I am currently going through the risk management framework course, but I think this one will help cement knowledge. Can I get a discount on this? This is already $72. What do you just email me. Send me an email and I'll see what I can do, Grace. But yeah, this is a steal. This should be illegal. This price right here that you're seeing here, it should be illegal. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I should be arrested for this price, just so you know. But what are you gonna do? I'm just a simple man making his way through the universe. Are there any other questions on this or anything else that I can help you guys out with? Let me just one more time go through my emails so I don't forget anybody who's contacted me over the last couple weeks that I've been out.